Hi, everybody.
Hey everybody, welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today.
Divine Dabblings. Me, Oberon.
And me, Banshee. Hey, we've got an announcement to make today.
We're here to talk about the new format for Goth Tarot.
Well, it's sort of a new format.
It's true.
Mr. O is going to still do Mr. O most weeks. However, week number 1 of the month, I will be joining him. Isn't that wonderful?
Yes, there's the horns to prove it.
I will be going on the dark side, so to speak, to help with some shadow work and to give somebody a monthly goal to work on as far as shadow work goes. And so we're going to be using illustrated by Daphne Sabani. And it's a very nice shadow work deck. Um, we're not going to use it verbatim, of course, but there will be parts of it that we will be referring to because it will be pointing out the shadow that we need to work on in the month ahead. Am I right?
We had a bit of interest in the shadow work we're developing, so we think these new tools we have, especially the Cries of the Souls, would be really helpful. So the readings will go similar to the way they used to be, but with more of an emphasis on the actual shadow work interpretations and other work found in this deck, affirmations, etc.
I've done a little research and studied what Mr. O has been doing on his show. He gave me a nice outline of all the different techniques and things that he used, and I combined some of his ideas to create a shadow reading. And so we'll be doing this once a month, and then every week after that, when Mr. O does his show, he'll do a single card follow up to the shadow work. That'll be part of his reading. We'll start off the show with that,
Right.
I think.
Right. We will update what the shadow work is, see where we're going with that. I'm going to use a
Going.
special new deck I have called the Shadow Work Tarot for that. That'll be brief. It'll just be kind of a check-in and see what the progress is. The rest of my reading may also be brief, but each week I intend to probably focus on some other aspects or qualities relating to our daily lives, dealing with, our shadow issues. So they may be reflective of the main monthly one we do, but not necessarily.
No, not necessarily. Mr. O is still going to do Mr. O stuff, besides what we're doing once a month.
Exactly.
And just as a brief overview of the reading, we will first pull a card, the Dark Shadow, which will be the shadow that this deck is pointing us towards working on. And then we will follow it up with uh, five other cards. It will also include some more information from here and tarot cards. So Mr. O will be picking, of course, some of his favorite shadow decks to use.
Right. I have any number of decks that you're a regular user of, like the Murder of Crows Tarot or the Santa Muerte Tarot. These all have suitable kind of gothic or dark imagery that I want to use. The Ghost Tarot, maybe some Vampire Tarots, who knows? But I think it's important to note too that the affirmation oracles that I've used in my regular Goth Tarot will still be present when I do my own shows, such as the Earth and Bone Oracle set by Syrian Shadow, or the Dark Light Oracle, or the Shadow and Light Oracle, and some new ones too.
So it's going to be Goth Tarot, what do you want to call it?
Intensive.
Enhanced Goth Tarot Intensive. Well, we want to provide a little bit more food for thought and also getting to work on incorporating some of the shadow elements that maybe you may have some issues with and you want some tools to resolve them.
And of course, we have these issues in our lives, but they're also compounded by a lot of the stuff that's happening on larger stages. This won't necessarily be reflective of those issues only as they represent shadow things that we have to incorporate or deal with in that manner too.
Just to give you an idea of a couple of these subjects here as we deep issues worth further exploration, and we're happy to present this to you.
We are pretty excited to do this. We think it'll be a kind of different change here, working on an intensive at the beginning and then following through with that and dealing with all the other issues that come up in our crazy month.
So, again, thanks for your support of our channel and our work.
Mhm.
And we hope you do join us for, and join Mr. O's weekly Goth Tarots throughout the month in the future. We
All
hope
right.
to see you at some of our live shows too. Thanks again for all your support. Take care.
Bye.